The Cottage Farms Dazzling Designs 2-in-1 Trumpet Vine is brand new today, which is a crazy story because it's last chance, end of the season, end of the year, yada, boom, bada, boom, almost gone. And you got something brand new that you saved for
the
this
last
chance.
Yes,
that's great.
we did.
61050. What's new?
So this is called a trumpet vine, and what I love about this is it's also a dazzling design. So when you see those words dazzling designs, that's an indication that Cottage Farms has taken the work to put two plants together for you in one pot. That means that we've taken the work of saying, okay, these two plants like the same sun, they like the same soil, they'll grow in the same way.
What are the two plants?
These two plants, they're both a trumpet vine, but they're both two different colors.
Two different colors.
So we've chosen,
is it called the
same
variety?
Yeah, that's exactly right. This is called the Jazz series, if you get it. So we've got the gold and the fire. So we've got these two bold colors of trumpet vines. But one of the interesting things, if you ever had a trumpet vine at your house, we moved into a new house and we had trumpet vine, not this one. It's a little bit aggressive. It can spread and crawl. It's a beautiful flower, but some people don't like it. Well, that's why we bring you this one, because it's not aggressive. It is going to have a nice habit. It only grows to be about 6 feet tall and only grows to be about 3 feet wide.
So what do you got there?
This is a butterfly bush. So this is our you can see exactly here, our trumpet vine, how it is growing two different plants.
So basically I just showed America exactly what they're not getting.
They got a little preview of the butterfly bush, which is coming up, and it's fantastic.
That was what
hold
it was.
on.
I actually was teasing it I'm coming up. I knew exactly what I was doing, America. So they're both in this one.
They're both here. You can see the two sturdy stems. And the great thing about this trumpet vine is if you live in a small space now and you don't have really too much gardening space, you're growing in pots, put this in a pot. Now, not only do you have a ton of color, but you're growing vertically. So it's a new way of growing, is enabling yourself to have more space, more flowers.
Guess what? America's like, whoa, 300 people are shopping right now in the moment. 300 of you on the line, welcome in. It's Cottage Farms, one of the final hours of the entire season. Okay, Kate, I ask you every time, how long before that becomes this?
So trumpet vine's a fast grower. This is going to be your first season, right here. It's going to go
and
this tall.
It is what's called a perennial.
It is a perennial, which means you will get those beautiful trumpet-shaped flowers where you could make Rick's brr, brr, brr noise all day long if you want.
I could do that again. I'm going to save that for a little bit later.
Okay, all right.
Got a little tease. How viney will they get?
They get to be 6 feet tall.
6 feet tall?
Yeah, so I'm thinking lamp posts. If you have, I got an early Mother's Day present today from my husband and my children, who are 4 and 2, so really my husband, but it's an arbor. So I got an arbor, not quite this dramatic, but, so when I got here today, I said, I have the perfect plant for my new arbor.
Okay, so that's you. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Congratulations and happy Mother's Day coming up to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very much so. What are some other ways, be the designer for her right now? So this thing is just a regular...
This is just, you can upcycle anything you want. I've seen really cool things growing on vintage bed frames. So you throw, one of those.
Would you put them on a fence?
You could just stick that bed frame in the ground.
I got it.
I've seen people make a bed of flowers, in fact, which I think is really clever.
And they just keep moving and they find their own way up. And there's these two incredible colors.
Yes.
As like a Cottage Farms exclusive, right?
Right.
It's called a hybrid?
Well,
a quasi-hybrid.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Because it's in the same pot.
Right.
And then they're both growing separately together.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. I'm learning.
I'm with you.
I almost sound like I know what I'm talking about. I love these shows though, because I asked just the questions that she wants to know. How much sun in this one?
So this also, similar to hydrangea, can take some morning sun, some afternoon shade. So I know you're looking for plants that we all have some shade in our gardens. Mm-hmm. So where can you envision this?
I see.
Yeah,
it's absolutely beautiful.
I love it. So,
and what about, and you guys have talked in the past about layering your plants, right?
Absolutely.
Like this is the star in the background, right?
Yes.
It just grows. How wide could it get?
So it can get 3 feet, which is why I think if you do have a trellis or an arbor, you probably would want one at each post, so it can go up and they'll meet in the center.
Okay, one thing I didn't ask you about the hydrangeas, and I didn't ask you about this one. What about wintertime?
Oh, so with the hydrangea, well, you know, the great thing, let me just address this, that we do have a great growing guide that's included in every one of our plants. And Rick's trying to sell that butterfly bush again. So we've got a great...
Coming up, the butterfly bush.
growing guide. And so in this growing guide has all the information that you need to know about the plant. So if you do feel like we've missed something, You can find it all in this little handy growing guide. When to plant it, where to plant it, what to do in the wintertime. So the great thing about this trumpet vine, which maybe some of our other trumpet vines are not winter hardy. This can grow anywhere in the country. We say zones 5 through 10, but that's Minnesota all the way down to South Florida.
Isn't that great?
Isn't it?
Yeah, it truly is. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful colors. And once you get it going, 4 hours of sun, care for it like a newborn is what I like to say.
Yeah.
Okay, that was your line. And then water
I agree.
it. And then when they get to be teenagers, do what I do, and then just let them just go do whatever the heck they want.
I would say you close the door and you lock it.
Close the door and lock it. And then they're going, and perennials are coming back year after year. How much time during a season will I get those colors?
So this is a midsummer flowering vine. So you are going to get these flowers come out earlier, maybe mid-July, and then they'll continue to bloom. And the great thing about this is it's also reblooming. So, as these trumpet flowers start to fade, new flowers will start to bloom. And, we talk about the trumpet flower, but as you can see here in this picture, it is such a cool looking flower, particularly as that flower is opening. One of the things I love about gardening is watching the progress of each plant. And these flowers look so cool as they're closed and then starting to pop open. And they really do. They kind of, I think it's like, I hear the noises when it's out there, when they're blooming. I do hear the trumpets playing because it is so beautiful.
Okay, the 1 minute wrap up. It's called Dazzling Designs. Why?
Which means that Cottage Farms has taken the design work out of it for you. So we've taken 2 of the trumpet vine plants in the gold and the fire, and we put them in one pot here. So you can see, and you can already see how this is going to be a nice, tall, sturdy vine that wants to grow up.
600 people are shopping perennial. Find a trellis of some sort, right? And just let it do
grow.
Its thing.
Yeah, a trellis or a lamp post or a fence post or a mailbox, anywhere that you want to grow vertically instead of maybe growing out. It's such a different way to grow. And it's a very small space gardening tactic too. So if you don't have a big plot of land to garden in anymore, now you can still have beautiful flowers.
And lastly, what's it called?
Trumpet vine.
That's what it's called. Very good. What a great 1 hour show.
I'm excited.
Last chance. What are you going to do? Well, you got Mother's Day coming up.
Yes, and
I'm vacation time?
Taking an end to